Hi everyone, welcome to Bariatrics and Tips. I am Michelle Geeson, your hostess with the mostest. Welcome to a very special episode of our Facebook Live recipe demonstration. We are going to be making a steak bomb sandwich that is going to send your taste buds to the moon and never to return. So, got a lot of stuff that we have to show you. My stove is warming up, so I can't wait to show it to you. One thing that we all have in common is that we have all had weight loss surgery, or we're gearing up to have weight loss surgery. And even if that doesn't fit the bill, even if you're striving for overall health and wellness, if you're trying to combat diabetes, you are in the right place, because I have dedicated myself and my existence to finding ways to live large while I cook and eat small and find flavor in everything that I do. I truly believe that's the key to our happiness after bariatric surgery. I don't feel like any of us should be sentenced to walk the face of this earth wondering if we should or could have this or that, wondering why we can't indulge and feel like we can eat whatever we want. I don't want to feel deprived, and I don't want you to feel that way either. And this recipe demonstration today is going to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can live large, cook and eat small, and find tons of flavor. So my camera person is my daughter Maya. Say hi, Maya.
Hi.
All right, she is going to come over on this side and we are going to get right to work, okay? Maya, as always, if someone's asking a question, please make sure you tell me. Come on over, don't be shy. All right, first of all, take a look over here. Maya, come on over and show everyone. We are going to be making a steak bomb sandwich today that consists of shaved steak. This is 1 pound. I find it in the meat section at my local grocery store. It's a very highly coveted item. In fact, today when I went grocery shopping, they didn't even have it. So I'm so glad that I bought it ahead of time. Usually when they have it, I buy, 3 or 4 of them just to keep in the freezer. We've got sweet onions. We've got mushrooms and bell peppers. And then we've got my favorite Aunt Millie's Carb Smart hamburger buns that we are going to use for this. This recipe, it serves 6. It makes 6 really good sized sandwiches. And we are going to get started. The first thing that I am going to do is put in some olive oil into my Dutch oven and into the cast iron. It's going to be hotter than the bowels of hell. So let's start. I'm going to turn that down a little. I'm going to put the vent on just for a minute. I want to get these veggies nice and cooked down first. There's a lot of water in these veggies, so I want to make sure that it's taken care of. Yum doesn't even begin to describe this, Melissa. What I did was I took 2, or actually the recipe calls for 1 large onion, 1 green pepper, and a package of mushrooms. And I actually doubled it up because I am going to be using this for a dinner recipe tomorrow. So I just wanted to make sure that I had everything that I needed. Okay, so while these are cooking up nice, I think we should probably move to the beef. Hold on. I didn't realize how much smoke was going to be caused in here, and I don't want to set up a fire alarm. So I'm opening the windows because I want to turn this down a little just so you guys can hear me. Hey Melissa, can you hear me okay, even with the vent on? Let me know. All right, look at all these veggies. You know, the recipe itself calls for just a little bit of olive oil. I like to use as little as possible, but if you feel you need to put a little bit more in, certainly do. Thanks for letting me know, Melissa. I don't think that the olive oil should be something that you skimp in because it's one of those good healthy fats, and again, you don't want to sacrifice flavor. So I'm going to let these go now, and we're going to move over to the beef. Maya, just move over a little. I am going to break that bad boy open, and the first thing that I like to do, Maya, put your camera on the beef. If I take the beef out, they're in like really long strips. I like to just cut it with my kitchen shears just to ensure that the pieces are bite-sized and that if I'm cooking for a crowd, I don't have to worry about looking like a rabid dog when I eat my shaved steak, okay? So it is gonna get loud in here for a second. I'm gonna put this on the burner. Not too bad, actually. Make sure we get every little piece out of there. The first thing I wanna do is I wanna make sure I'm spreading it out over the whole surface area of the pan. Maya, really get in there. And we wanna keep it moving for just a little bit. You wanna keep everything just standing around because you wanna get that nice crust on the bottom. There we go. And so the recipe that you'll receive today at 3 will show you that you want to let it sit for a couple minutes. And that's about the best thing that you can do. So while this is cooking for a couple of minutes, Maya, if you can go ahead and focus on me for a moment, we can go ahead and talk a few things out. The first thing I want to talk about are the nutrition facts in the steak bomb sandwich. Remember, the recipe that I'm giving you at 3 o'clock has 6 servings. So you're going to split it, even in the pan, you can kind of divide it with your knife and you can split it up. Calories, including the bun, is 245 calories per sandwich, 13 grams of fat, 6 grams of carbs, and then 24 grams of protein. So it's a huge protein powerhouse of a sandwich. And you'll be very surprised about getting 6 servings out of this heap because you will get filled up very fast. I know I do. It's delicious, and it even tastes better. If you didn't even want to use the carb bun or the Carb Smart bun, you can make a steak bomb salad on a bed of crispy green romaine lettuce. Oh my gosh, that's amazing too. With your favorite vinaigrette dressing, it would be amazing. So that is the nutrition facts for that. The other thing that I wanted to talk about, my friend Missy and I got into a heated debate yesterday about a steak bomb sandwich versus a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And I had posts on our Facebook page the other day that actually talked about that. I'm gonna stir while I talk. And I wanted to make sure that everyone, if you hadn't seen that you know the difference between the steak bomb sandwich and the Philly cheesesteak. So historically and traditionally, the Philly cheesesteak sandwich is served on like a long bun, almost like a hoagie or a sub bun, and it just has your sliced or chopped steak and some melted cheese on it. And its trademark is that it's on a large sandwich roll. The steak bomb sandwich has to meet 3 criteria for it to be considered a steak bomb sandwich. And once it meets the 3 criteria, it is the bomb. You have to have the shaved steak, you have to have onions and green peppers, those 3 things, and then mushrooms are optional. And I love mushrooms, so you are always going to see mushrooms on my steak bomb sandwich. That is truly optional, so please make sure that when you get this recipe and you try it in your own home, that you are doing what fits your meal plan and not mine, okay? I give you this recipe. Okay, Maya, come over here for a quick second. Look at how much these have cooked down. This girl will not come closer to the stove, but she's using the selfie stick to hoist it forward. Come a little bit more, Maya. I really want everybody to see this. Check it out. Peppers and onions and mushrooms. Oh my. Hi Jim, thanks for joining us today. All right, so this is cooking down really nice. Whoops, I think I just had a mushroom go AWOL. That is a waste of a good mushroom. All right, let's go look at the steak, Maya. Okay, so you can see there's probably a really good crust on the back. Oh yeah, look at that. So now I'm gonna mix it, and I wanna make sure that this is looking good on both sides. I am going to get a special tool that I have right here. I am a huge Pampered Chef person, and this is a really good chopping tool just to make sure that it's all good. And I might take my kitchen shears and just start making little cuts in it. The last thing I want is for it to be difficult to eat. So you can do what makes sense for you, but I always feel like if they're in bite-sized pieces, it's a lot easier to divide into those 6 helpings anyways. So again, you are going to get the recipe at 3 o'clock. It's a very simple recipe. Okay, that's looking super yum. All right. Getting my veggies ready. And then the other thing that I need to get out of the refrigerator, excuse me, madam, is the cheese. All right. So, come on back over here. We're gonna let it cook just a little bit more. It looks like the veggies are cooked down quite a bit, so that's good. I went over the nutrition content with you. This is one of those sandwiches where you can have it tonight and it'll even taste better tomorrow. And as far as the cheese goes, the traditional cheese that you can put on this would be like provolone or Swiss, but really, again, you're gonna do what works for you. My favorite is Munster or mozzarella. My husband loves provolone. So either way, we can't go wrong with this recipe. I actually bought whole milk mozzarella at the deli, so I'm going to use that today. This is some good stuff. I love it. I love cheese. I'm a huge cheese person. So let's go ahead and start getting this ready. There's one last thing that we have to do. I cooked the beef with the olive oil like I showed you. I let it get that crust on the bottom and then I flipped it over. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm using that instead of bourbon. And that gives it like a signature flavor. So let's come over here and let's put that vanilla in our steak. And a ½ teaspoon is just enough. Put it all around, and then I want to mix it up. I can kind of smell the vanilla already. It gives it just a great, great flavor. And look at that. You can see the nice crust that's on the cheesesteak. And again, I'm going to keep everything spread out because now what I want to do is I want to add my veggies, which look phenomenal. I do say so myself. So I'm going to take a large scoopage. Come on over here, Maya. See the liquid? I want to get the liquid to drain out a little bit. And I'm going to put these in here. And maybe just a little bit more. Like I said, I doubled the recipe for the veggies because I wanted to use them for something else. And there we go. All right, so now we want to mix this concoction. Get it all mixed up so that vanilla infuses into the entire recipe. Hi Kim, it's so good. I hope this is one of them that you try when you're doing your menu planning. You're gonna have to let me know. It's super delicious. One of my favorites. My husband loves it, my son loves it. My daughter won't touch it with a 10-foot pole because she doesn't like meat or veggies or vanilla or oil. I don't know, she just is not a fan. Okay, so I've got all my surface area in my pan covered, and this is where the cheese comes in. I think I can turn the vent off. Whew, that's so much better. So I am just going to put cheese all over the place. And this is a pretty big pan, so I'm using a little extra cheese. All right. And then, should have got the lid out. All we really need is for it to melt a little bit. And once it does, we will go ahead and we will get this bad boy on a plate, okay? Tonight I'm serving it, I'm gonna eat it with my Carb Smart buns. If you haven't seen them, here is the Aunt Millie's Carb Smart, 2 net carbs. So you're looking at 50 calories per bun. There's 20 carbs, but 17 grams of dietary fiber. And when you net everything out between the soluble fiber and the insoluble fiber and the carbs, you get 2 net grams. It is an amazing, delicious bun. And so if you haven't tried it yet, I definitely encourage you to do it. So I'm gonna be using the bun. And then tonight for my husband, I'm gonna serve it for him on like a Hawaiian roll. Okay. So now check that bad boy out. All right, so here's my bun. So no, Maya, come on over here, because what I'm showing you right now is if I divide my pan in half, and then from there, I divide it into thirds, I get some pretty realistic portion sizes. So here is my steak bomb sandwich. Woo. Ah, oh my. And all over does it spill. Over my hands, over my... All right. You guys, if I eat this on camera, I'm gonna be a laughing stock. And I might not stop. All right, here you go. Behold the steak bomb sandwich. Come on over here, Maya. Let's just do it. Get it out of the way. All right. You've got the yummy, cheesy goodness. You've got the mushrooms, the onions, the green pepper. That's like my fantastic trio to begin with. And then you've got this shaved steak on a carb smart bun. I'm going in. Mm. Yes, it's delicious. Are there any questions, Maya, at all? No one's? And the dog is down here, so you know it's gotta be good. Lego's down here begging for food. This is a great steak sandwich, you guys. It tastes great on the day of. It tastes great the day after. And I hope that you will throw caution to the wind and try it. Really, when you think about it, the ingredients that I've used is something that everyone probably has in the house. The Carb Smart buns are obviously optional. The vanilla, most everyone has. It's not an expensive thing if you're buying imitation vanilla. Onions and green pepper, very cost effective. The shaved steak, again, I think it's maybe $6.99, $7.99 a pound. Really not bad in the grand scheme of things, especially since it makes like 6 servings. Really super delicious, really substantial. I hope that you like it. I want you to know, as always, that Bariatrics and Tips is on all social media. So Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and YouTube. This is an extraordinarily short episode today. I don't have a Facebook Live episode for you for next week. We are taking the week off. My daughter and I are leaving on Tuesday for Walt Disney World with her marching band. So we're really, really excited. I'm gonna do a lot of like mindful eating and really making sure that I'm exercising and having fun and making proper choices. So hopefully while you guys are making steak bomb sandwiches, I will be making really good choices in Disney World. Okay, so join us on April 10th where I'm gonna make double chocolate almond walnut brownies. That's gonna be amazing. I have put that recipe off long enough. I think I scheduled it originally toward the end of last year and kept putting it off. So we're gonna finally do it this year. It's gonna be great, you're gonna love it. A little brownie goes a long way, I'll just tell you that. So thank you so much for watching me today. Go and enjoy your fantastic Sunday. It's a nice day here in West Michigan. I'm gonna go finish packing my suitcase. I hope you have a great day. Thanks, bye.